9/11 के वाक़यात के बाद पाकिस्तान और अफ़गानिस्तान दुनिया के ऐसे ममालिक हैं जो सबसे ज़्यादा मुतासिर हुए हैं जंग से, और ख़ास तौर पर पाकिस्तान और अफ़गानिस्तान में जो पश्तून बेल्ट है वो सबसे ज़्यादा मुतासिर होने वाली जो है बेल्ट है। यहाँ हम बात करेंगे जो हथियार इस्तेमाल हुए यहाँ पर अफ़गानिस्तान में जंग के दौरान, उसके बारे में हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं एक अफ़गान एक्टिविस्ट और रिसर्चर डॉक्टर मोहम्मद दाऊद मिरकई। वो कुछ बताएंगे हमें कि इस इलाके में किस किस्म के हथियार इस्तेमाल किए हैं अमेरिकन फोर्सेस ने, और क्या क्या नुकसानात जो हैं वो दरपेश हैं, या क्या क्या नुकसानात हुए हैं यहाँ पर जो नौजवान नस्ल है खुसूसी, और ख़ास तौर पर जो नए पैदा होने वाले बच्चे हैं वो किन किन डिफॉर्मिटीज़ के साथ पैदा हो रहे हैं। तो दाऊद से बात करेंगे, डॉक्टर दाऊद से, कि क्या कहते हैं वो इस बारे में। वेलकम टू डॉन न्यूज़ डॉक्टर दाऊद, कुड यू टेल अस द रिसर्च यू हैव डन, फॉर एग्जांपल how do you see what kind of weapons have been used by the American troops while fighting the Taliban in especially this part of the Afghanistan?
Thank you very much for having me in this program. Since 2001, when the US forces and NATO invaded Afghanistan, they have initiated the weapon systems that they initially used in Iraq in 1991, and then of course in Kosovo, but the new generation of these weapons were being used in Afghanistan. These were uranium munitions. These are actually uranium alloys actually utilized at various levels. Some of them, they are called bunker buster bombs that penetrates the ground and then it explodes, as well as projectiles from A-10 Warthog planes, as well as from AC-130 gunships and Apache helicopters, as well as Bradley vehicles. They use this liberally, and they have infested large areas of Afghanistan. Initially, all this transpired when the Americans started bombing raids all over Afghanistan. Various victims without physical injuries would expire immediately, would have inhalation problems or various musculoskeletal problems and other problems that would affect their bodies. And that kind of posed the question as to what is going on.
How we are going to prove that perhaps this kind of weapons have created disformities, or they have affected the human body, or they have affected the environment, or the ecosystem?
The issue is this, that initially these anomalies, the various conditions that emerged, posed the question, various research posed the question as to what's going on, because people had experiences in Iraq as well as in Kosovo, in former Yugoslavia, and a research group from the Uranium Medical Research Center from Canada came to Afghanistan. They had 2 consecutive trips. Actually, initially 2 consecutive trips followed by several other trips, and what they had done is they took soil sample, urine sample of people, and they were sent to the British Geological Survey. What they found was astonishing. The uranium isotopes in the urine of people were significantly higher than the normal acceptable level. The normal acceptable level is 10 nanogram, but the Afghan population had the uranium isotopes level ranging from 300 nanogram to 2000 nanogram, which means 300 to 2000% higher than normal. And equally, the various illnesses and various bizarre conditions that followed the bombing raids, and early on, even in 2003, 2004, and 2005, and of course went higher exponentially, compelled us to come here and do qualitative data search, qualitative research. Qualitative research in the sense that we went to various areas and asked individuals of the various illnesses that are emerging, as well as the various conditions from which people were dying and the congenital deformities and whatnot. And what we found was significant rise in the congenital deformities, cancers, leukemia, and various other conditions.